Hello, good afternoon. I'm Raleigh Brown. This is another curve flattening concert. It looks like my friend Bunny Barnes is the first one in here. And Margot Lemieux and Donna Greenberg and Slim Edelman and Warren and Janelle and Phil DeFranco and Ann Mintz. Deb Libby Clark, she got her new card, which means the camera may be working now. Denny Ryan, Cohiba Cat, hey man. Howdy number 2, Mr. Bevan. Good to see you. Jay Dusenberry out on the West Coast and Pam Zappardino, Alan Kane, S.A. Tudhope and Joyce Goldberg, and Debbie Moore, and who just got she's got her stiff arm with her from getting her first shot, and John Kazan from Minneapolis, right? And Mike Verbick, Michael Tierson. And it's good to see you, Michael. I'm going to talk about you in a little while. And Steve Googe is here, Curly, the Barbecue King, and Tom Dietz and Dennis Lloyd, Terry St. James in Montreal, and Beelzebub Bryant, Carol Pred and Eddie D and Scooter. And I better get to work here. What has happened down here is the wind has changed. The clouds rolled in from the north and it started to rain. It rained real hard and rained for a long, long time. 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline. The river rose all day, the river rose all night. Some people got lost in the flood, some people got away all right. The river has busted through, cleared down to Plaquemine. 6 feet of water in the streets of Evangeline. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. President Coolidge come down in a railroad train with a little fat man with a notepad in his hand. And the president said, well, little fat man, isn't it a shame what the river has done to this poor cracker's land? Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. Louisiana, Louisiana, they're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. They're trying to wash us away. Trying to wash us away. And as Ann Mintz posted there, it's by Randy Newman. It's Louisiana 1927. Lots more folks here. Leonard Augustine is here from Bavaria. Osling Bain, who's in Maryland, I think, right? Kate Petrella from Florida. She got in a little late. You can always go back. Mary Ellen. Hi, Mary Ellen, who's from right here locally. And it's always good to see her on here. And Michael Anthony Wood from SWAC. And like that. Lots of folks. David Arthur Ratcliffe and Maddie the dog are here from England. And Margot Lemieux, my dear. And Pam Zappardino. So, next song up, I got to do a little retuning here. That might have been almost perfect. But the thing is about the intonation on guitars is that I better put the capo on before I decide this is right. So this song, I wrote this song a long time ago. I lived in a house in Kent, Ohio, the summer after the Kent State murders, when we were allowed to return to the town. A bunch of us, well, actually, three women rented a house, and I ended up in a relationship with one of those women, so I ended up kind of living there too, instead of staying at the grungy upstairs from the pizza joint that I had rented. But that was a very emotional time. We had lost friends. People we knew were killed, and many people we knew were wounded and by the National Guard. And we kind of didn't know where to go from there. So we were young kids, and we had a summer. And we lived in this house on the corner of Brady and DePeyster Streets, and a couple doors down there was a school, and during the summer they didn't turn the bell off, so the bell would ring regularly, and it wasn't one of those buzzer type bells, it was a gong. And so at various times during the day you'd hear this gong, you know. Had something to do with how this song got written. It's called the Brady Street Hotel. Ring the golden bells of laughter, ring 'em loud, and ring the chimes of music. The silence hangs here like a shroud. Checking out of the Brady Street Hotel. You know, these empty rooms have served us well. Now pictures just keep drifting through my head of happiness and sadness, and the warm hours spent just talking in your bed. Checking out the Brady Street Hotel. You know, these empty rooms have served us well. came here for the summer, now it's fall, all the parties and the madness. These rooms, they just smiled upon it all. But now no more the golden tolling bell. Time has come to bid this home farewell. So ring the golden bells of laughter and ring 'em loud. Ring the chimes of music. The silence hangs here like a shroud. Checking out of the Brady Street Hotel. The Brady Street Hotel. So, and from that same era, really right around the same time, maybe a couple years earlier, this instrumental, written by Jorma Kaukonen, certainly part of the soundtrack of our lives around that time. This is called Embryonic Journey. Embryonic Journey by Jorma Kaukonen, originally from the Surrealistic Pillow album by the Jefferson Airplane. You know, every so often I hear some kind of you'll see some fictional thing about the '60s, and it'll have the names of songs that are made up names that are supposed to be iconic. You know, it'll be like Peppermint Fairy Tale or something like that, and you think, what a goofy name. And then you think back on the names of the songs that we actually listened to. And they were just as goofy, but they had a special meaning for us. So I was going to mention to you, Michael Tiersten is on here, and Michael sent me Michael has been not only a musician around the Philadelphia area forever, but also a disc jockey. And he does I guess it's a weekly show on something that I think it's called RadioThatDoesn'tSuck.com. And maybe he'll post it here. And he did a show on Peter Rowan that he sent to me, and I listened to it this morning. And it was just great. He has a great selection of material. He's already proven himself to have an encyclopedic knowledge of music on this stream here when we hear him. So I recommend you to check that out. There's a PayPal link here that has nothing to do with him, and but it does have to do with dog biscuits for Her Highness, who is nowhere to be seen. She's lounging in the bedroom today. She went to the vet this morning for her senior inspection. She got her inspection sticker, and she came out of it okay. We don't have the blood work yet, but the physical exam wasn't as bad as I was afraid it would be. So I'm hoping to hang on to her for a little while longer, but she does worry me. When she came out, she couldn't get up in the car. I had to help her get into the car. And I don't know if it was the trauma or what, but when we went to the park later, she was fine. She got in the car. Other new stuff. Friday, tomorrow, is Kokomo at 10 and Alex Bevan at 3:30. Both of those are very worthy ways of spending your time. Listening to those guys play music is a joy. And then on Saturday's Kokomo's day off, but I'll be back at 3 o'clock. And I may do a little guerrilla, live stream in the morning. I'm not sure yet, but kind of stay tuned. Check in at about 10 o'clock and see if I bump on there for a second. I have a little idea that I might do something. And somebody says, how old is Suki? We think Suki is 13 years old. And that kind of dog, like we've had Australian Kelpies before her, and they're the Australian sheep herding dog. And she's part Australian cattle dog, and there's a lot of similarities. They used Kelpie when they bred the cattle dog. And they generally live, kind of 12 to 14, 15 years. Although both Kelpies and cattle dogs hold the two highest, longest, the dogs who have lived longest in recorded history or whatever, at about 23 years. It was a cattle dog, and then just a couple of years ago, a Kelpie passed away who was that old. Steve Adelman says, after decades, you've got me finger-picking again. My evil plan to convert the whole world. Tommy Emmanuel and Chet Atkins recorded an album called, what is it called, Bunny? If Finger Pickers Ruled the World, or When Finger Pickers Ruled the World. So anyhow, I'll be back on Saturday at 3. I have an appointment next week to get a haircut. I kind of like my hair like this, the Dorothy Hamill look. But it is too long, it has to go. So that'll get better. And I managed to chip away at the ice and get Janice's little Yaris to move today, so I can make sure it still runs, and we'll eventually sell that. and I drove it around the block to let the engine, loosen up a little bit. So one more. It says when finger pickers took over the world. I think that's it. I can't see if that's Bunny's name. I think so. Oh yeah, Bunny. Sorry, and Bunny does her twofer tomorrow too. I almost forgot about that. So Alex is on at 3:30, and he usually goes for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. And Bunny is on at 4 o'clock, and she just does 2 tunes, and it usually takes about 10 minutes. And so you can like bump into Bunny's thing and watch her 2 tunes, and then come back and watch Alex. And Alex is totally down with that. He always he's very supportive because he too appreciates that Bunny is quite a fine fingerstyle guitarist. Good to listen to, and getting better all the time, coming up with really cool arrangements of stuff. And there's the Gibson girl, Laura Jackson Selden. And see who else I'm missing here. Barbara Dean. Hi, Barbara. And Donna Greenberg. And anybody else? Yeah, most of these people I've already said hi to. Keith Shaw. And Kit Serikaku. Did I say hi to you? I better. And because I'll get in trouble with you otherwise, and I know how you get. I believe, Kit Serikaku, that when we were back in high school that you were already a smartass then. And it doesn't appear to me that you've changed terribly much. So, I have one more for you here. I think I've said everything I was going to say. Get up on the dusty end. I forget how that goes. Now once I lived the life of a millionaire. I was spending all my money and I didn't care. Taking my friends out for a mighty good time. I was buying bootleg liquor, champagne and wine. Then I began to fall so low. I didn't have a friend and I had no place to go. If I ever get my hands on $1 again, I'm gonna hang on to it till that eagle grins, 'cause nobody knows you when you're down and out. If in your pockets you haven't got a penny, then your friends, you haven't any to let you get back on your feet again. And everyone will become your long lost friend. It's mighty strange, without a doubt, how nobody knows you when you're down and out. Yes, no, nobody knows you. When you're down and out, if in your pockets you haven't got a penny, then your friends, you haven't any, will let you get back on your feet again. And everyone will become your long lost friend. Yes, it's mighty strange without a doubt, and nobody knows you when you're down and out. I mean, when you're down and out. Nobody knows you when you're down and out. Try not to get to that place. There's Kathy Marzik, coming in a little late, maybe. And who else is there who I didn't get before? Bob Tiemann. Hi, hello. Bob McKenna got in here. Well, thank you all for joining me today. I'm sorry my little girl didn't make an appearance. You know, she's very I want to go there. She's very persnickety. She makes her own decisions. Suki the dog. And once again, be happy if you can. Be healthy if you can. Be brave and keep calm. And if you get cranky, take a nap. I'll see you guys Saturday. Bye-bye.